Lovely. So this is the first part of our class, so we're going to just start with our warm-up. So when you're ready, we're going to just bring those feet together. We're going to open up through the toes and through those heels. We're going to just let that weight just slowly drift forwards and backwards, feeling that weight move over your centre of gravity, and we're going to draw it back into that nice central position. And we're going to do the same side to side. We're going to just gently take that weight and shift left over to right. And again, we're coming to pause back somewhere nicely in the middle. We're going to let those knees unlock, and then we're going to pop the hands onto the pelvis and into that nice pelvic tilt. So just tucking under gently. Good, and rolling through. And again, we're going to stop somewhere that feels about halfway. Lovely. Hands down by the sides. We're going to roll those shoulders for me. Nice big rolls. Loosen off that tension. And then rest those shoulders gently back and down into that nice relaxed position. Let's think of the chin. We're going to draw it underneath. We're going to imagine that helium balloon lifting us nice and tall through the top of the head there. Feel that nice length through the back of the neck. And we're going to shut the eyes just for a moment and focus on those nice deep breaths. So in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And just feel that rib cage gently rise and fall. This time we take the breath in. And as we breathe out, we're going to engage through those deep tummy muscles and the pelvic floor, nice and gently. And you're going to hold that gentle tension on as we continue to breathe. And we're going to let everything relax. Same again, breath in. And as we breathe out, once more, we're going to engage those lower abdominals. We're going to gently keep them working at that low level as we continue to breathe. And again, we're going to just let everything ease off. Last time for me, breath in. And then as you breathe out, same. We're going to just keep the tension onto those muscles. And again, let everything relax and eyes open. Super. Okay, we're going to come into some of our nice stretches here. So we're going to start by taking those arms up in front, breath in, and as we breathe out, we're going to just open nice and wide, keep those hips fixed forwards, but let our arms stretch back, and then draw back into the middle again. Breath in, and as we breathe out, same on the other side, and slowly back in. Good. Last one. Super. We're going to take those arms nice and high. Looking at the fingertips if you can, but if not, keep the head facing forward. Stretching those fingers nice and tall to the ceiling and down. And up and down. One more each side. Good. Lovely. And draw down in front of you again. Super. We're going to take those feet nice and wide. Adding in that little knee bend, we're going to take the arms out, keep those shoulders nice and relaxed. We're going to just take that weight over to one side, feeling that inner thigh stretch on that straightened leg. Holding that position there for me. Lovely. Good. Keep breathing. Keep that nice length through the head there. And then we're going to pop the arm down and gently stretching over. Good. Arms apart, and then we'll just switch over to the other side. Lovely. Hold that position again. And again, down and stretching over with the arm. Super. We're going to go one more each side. Lovely. And the final one. Hold that nice stretch there. A little bit deeper if you can. Good. And up and over. Lovely. And then bringing those feet back together. Super. We're going to have a little go at our foot series here. So hands on the hips. If you've got a magic circle at home, feel free to pop that in front and use it just to work into those arms a little bit. So we're going to go little knee bend first, onto those toes, up nice and tall and slowly down. Knee bend, toes, tall and down. Good. Keep nice and focused. Two more for me. One more. Lovely. We're going to come up in reverse. Up onto those toes. Let those knees drop. Down onto the heels. Good. Up onto the toes. Let those knees drop. Onto the heels. Good. Nice and tall. Keeping everything still. Apart from those legs. Good. Two more. Perfect. And we'll stretch that calf out. So one foot in front of the other. Keep that back heel and toes facing forwards, lunging through that front knee, nice and upright through that chest. Relax those shoulders. Good. And swapping to the other side. Lovely. Back into the middle. So we'll finish in this standing position with a little bit of balance, okay? So when you're ready, breath in as you breathe out. Draw that one leg up. Again, keep it low to the floor if you need to. If you're happy with it a little bit higher, then keep it there. We'll take those arms out just to give us that extra bit of balance. And we're going to add on some little ankle turns, some circles. Really stretch that foot round. Get that nice feeling of movement. And then back the other way for me. Good. Keep nice and strong through that supporting leg. Lovely. 3 and 2 and 1. Super. Coming down. Same again for me. Breath in as you breathe out, drawing up the other leg. Once you've got your balance, we'll just add on again those nice circles with the ankle. Lovely. And back the other way. Three and 2 and 1. Super. And coming down. So coming to the ends of our mat, we're going to do a couple of those lovely roll downs. So again, think of that nice starting posture, draw that chin under, breath in to start. And then as you breathe out, we're going to let that chin slowly start to roll down. We're going to let those arms lead us, feel that spine uncurling. Check the position of your feet, keep those little arches from off the floor. Good, just going as far as you feel comfortable to. Breath in at the end, and as you breathe out, coming up through that tailbone first, and letting that movement follow through all the way to the top again. Lovely breath in, and as you breathe out, chin down. Super, hold that position, and then let those knees bend and come on to the hands and knees. So keeping those knees nicely under the hips, hands under your shoulders, finding that neutral position, and then into our thread the needle. So taking one arm, looping it through, stretching to where it feels comfortable, elbow nice and soft, and then take that arm, opening up all the way to the ceiling. Good, and again for me. And up. Last one. Good. And other side. And opening up. Lovely. All the way to the top. And last one for me. Super. And then bringing that hand down. We'll just finish off into that nice shell position. Again, if the knees give you a problem, keep the bottom up in the air slightly. And we'll just walk our hands round to that right hand side. And then we'll take them back to the left. And finishing off in the middle. And then we'll draw those hands upwards. Heads resting onto our cushions or our rolled up towels. Lovely. So we're going to start by just trying to find that nice neutral position throughout the whole body. So starting with our feet and knees, we want to keep them hip width apart. We're going to move up to the pelvis. We're going to roll into that pelvic tilt. Feel that lower back gently pushing into the mat and then arching away. And we're going to stop somewhere that feels nicely halfway. You should just be able to snugly slide your hands into the small of your back. Shoulders, we want to think of those shoulder blades gently pushing and having contact with the mat below you, nice and open through those collarbones. And then the head, we want to make sure that that cushion is resting onto the back of the skull, the neck is nice and free, thinking of that length up the back of the neck, tilting that chin slightly down. Lovely. Okay. So we're going to start off nice and simple with a little hip twist routine. So we're going to take a breath in, and as we breathe out, we're slowly going to lower one knee down to the side. Breath into the end there, and then as we breathe out, we're going to draw it back into the middle. Breath in again as we breathe out. Other side, engage those deep tummy muscles, lower that knee. Breath in, and then as we breathe out, slowly coming back. Breath in again, as we breathe out, slowly down. Breath in again, and as we breathe out, drawing back. Breath in, and then as we breathe out, slowly down. Breath in again, and then as we breathe out, coming back. Couple more at your own pace for me. Lovely, last one. And back, super. Okay, breath in as we breathe out, up to our single tabletop. Breath in, and as we breathe out, we're going to lower down to the side. And as we breathe back into the middle, so a little bit faster this time. Breathing out, we come down. Breathing into the middle. Breathing out. And in. Good. Keep it nice, slow and controlled. Keep those tummy muscles working, especially on that downwards. Good. And then back in to the center. Keep that other knee nice and still. Imagine that glass of water balanced. 2 more for me. And 1 more. Lovely. And then lower the foot down. Good. Breath in as we breathe out. Knee comes up. Breath in again. And as we breathe out, down to the side. Breathe into the middle. Down to the side. Breathing into the middle. Breathing out. And in. Good. Keep that nice controlled speed. Keep shoulders nice and relaxed, hands relaxed, don't grip through that floor. Two more. One more. Good. And down. Lovely. So we're going to come up into our double tabletop. If this is a position that you're not used to doing or you don't normally do, then just repeat the exercise we've just done. So for everybody else, breath in. As you breathe out, draw that one leg up. Use those tummy muscles. Breath in as we breathe out. Keep everything nice and still. Draw that second leg up to join. Perfect. That nice starting position, knees at 90 and hips at 90. Okay, lovely. Breath in, and as we breathe out, one side comes down. Breathe back into the middle. Breathing out and in. Breathing out and in. Breathing out and in. Lovely. Keep that nice position through your lower back. If you start to feel that you lose that control, then bring one leg down. We'll do a few more. Good. Well done. Keep focusing, breathing out and in. Last one. Super. Lowering one foot down and the second. Well done. And then draw those knees in for that nice hug. And stretching away for me. Good. Lengthen out all those tissues, toes, fingertips to the toes. Good. Okay, lovely. So we're going to come into our shoulder bridge. So just pop your cushions to the side for a moment. And again, if those hamstrings feel a little bit overworked with this exercise, draw your feet a little bit closer to your bottom to start. So when you're ready, breath in. As we breathe out, engage. We're going to start to tilt that pelvis back and we're going to roll ourselves up nice and slowly, nice and controlled. Get that bottom up nice and high. Ribs stay nice and soft. Lovely. Breath in at the top there. And then as you breathe out, upper back's going to roll down first. Into the middle, into the lower back, and then finally through the pelvis there. Good. Breath in. As you breathe out, rolling up again for me. Super. This time we're going to hold that position there and we're going to push those heels gently down into the mat. You'll feel that nice stretch through the front of the thighs there. Lovely. Keep breathing as we hold. Good. And once more, breath in. And then as you breathe out, rolling back down again for me. Super. Until you get back down to the bottom. Well done. Breath in as you breathe out, rolling up. Okay, super. We're going to add in some heel raises. So breath in, and as we breathe out, we're going to lift that heel. Breathe in to lower. Breathing out to lift. Breathing in to lower. Breathing out and in. Good. Keep it going. So again, keep that pelvis nice and level. Try to have that imaginary spirit level across the front of the hips and pelvis there. Trying to stay as still as you can. Good. Well done. 2 more each side. And 1 more. Lovely. Breath in, and as we breathe out, let's roll back down for a moment. Good. All the way to the bottom. Super. Okay, last thing, we're going to add in some arms here. So make sure you've got room behind you. Breath in, and as you breathe out, let's roll ourselves up. Lovely. We're going to hold that nice position. Again, keep that bottom up nice and high. Breath in. And as we breathe out, we're going to just float those arms above the head for a moment. Okay, lovely. So from here, breath in. And then as we breathe out, we're going to just take them back behind us. Breathing back into the middle. Breathing out. And in. Again, if you have a ball or a magic circle, then feel free to have that into the hands at this time. 2 more. And in. Lovely. Last one. And in. Good. Breath in at the top there. And then as you breathe out, rolling back down. And once you get to the bottom, draw those arms to the floor. Lovely. We're going to bring those knees up to the chest again. Hug them in. And again, we'll have a nice stretch out for me. Lovely. Okay, so heads back onto your cushions. We're going to just finish this part lying in this position with some hundreds. So again, make sure you reset into that nice starting neutral position. Lovely. So breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to draw one leg up. We're going to lift those hands just off the floor. For those that wish, you can add that abdo prep position in as well, so we can lift up through the upper body there. Remember, we want to keep that little distance under the chin. We want to keep that little arch still under the back. And then we're going to add in those pulses. If the head and the neck aggravate anything, then just lower back down and keep them resting on the mat. Super. So we're going to keep breathing. We're going to keep that nice pulsing motion. Good. Well done. Lovely. Last bit, we'll keep going. And we'll do 5 and 4, 3, 2, 1. Super. We're going to let the head rest down and then we'll lower that foot. Lovely. Same on the other side. Breath in. As we breathe out, we're going to draw that knee. Breath in. As we breathe out, we're going to engage to lift up that head and shoulders and the hands again. And when you're ready, into that pulsing motion. Good. Well done. Lovely. Keep the breathing going. Keep those lower abdominals switched on. Good. Well done. 5 and 4, 3 and 2 and 1, and then let the head relax down and lowering that foot. Super. We're going to come up into our double tabletop. Breath in as we breathe out, first leg up. Breath in again. Use those tummy muscles. Draw that second leg. We're going to lift those hands and we're going to start to pulse again in this position. Good. Well done. Keep that pulsing going. Keep nice and still through those legs. Don't let those knees creep towards the chest. Keep 90 degrees at the hips and at those knees. Well done. Super. Okay, we're going to go with last 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Hands down, one foot down, followed by the other. And again, let's just finish off with that nice knee to the chest. And again, stretching out for me. Lovely. Onto our mats again, into that nice side lying position. We're going to start first exercise up onto the elbow as long as the shoulder can tolerate it, okay? So again, keeping that elbow nicely under the shoulder there. And then we're going to make sure that knees are facing forwards and feet in line with your bottom. Lovely. So important thing, stay nice and strong through the supporting shoulder. Don't start to sink down. Going to take that top leg, we're going to straighten it out. Lovely. And then from here, we're going to come forward with those toes pointed and back with the heel. Forwards with the toes pointed and back with the heel. So as we breathe out and then as we breathe back in. Breathing out and in. Breathing out and in. Good. Two more for me. Last one. And lowering down. Good. We're going to stretch ourselves down onto the mat here, popping your cushion or pillow in between the head and the arm. We're going to keep those knees bent for a moment, keeping that top hip drawn down towards the feet, elbow up towards the ceiling. Lovely. Shoulder blade gently tucked back and down. Okay, perfect. We're going to lift that top knee to the height of the hip. And then from here, breath in. As we breathe out, we're going to come forwards. Breathe in. We're going to come back. Breathing out and in. Going to keep that imaginary tabletop under the leg there. So we're just sliding that leg over, keeping everything in the same position, only moving through that hip and feeling those glutes work. Good. Last one. Good, and down. Super. We're going to stretch both feet out nice and long, just looking down, just so you can see your feet still there, just to give you that little bit of stability. Super. And then from here, we're going to lift that leg. We're going to rotate that foot up towards the ceiling, and we're going to try some tiny little circles. Good. So keep breathing, keep those deep tummy muscles working. Keep those circles as small as you can. Lovely. Well done, everybody. And back the other way. Good. Well done. 3 and 2 and 1. Stopping there, lowering down, and then let's just stretch that top leg forwards. Super. While we're in that position, we're going to bring both of the arms forwards now, palms resting one on top of each other. Okay, lovely. We're going to just do 3 of those nice arm openings. So breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to stretch those fingertips forwards, and then we're going to open nice and wide. Follow with the eyes and the head, but keep those hips facing forwards. And we can just rest that position at the end there. Feel that nice movement, that nice stretch. And then slowly coming back over again. Good. Breath in as you breathe out. Lovely. And back over. Good. Last time. Breath in. And coming over. Good. Don't let those hips and that pelvis collapse. Keep everything nice and steady. Super. And finally back over again. Well done. Okay, let's come over. We're going to do exactly the same but onto the other side. So just turning and starting into that nice supported elbow position. So elbow under the shoulder there, knees forwards, feet in line with the bottom and the hips. Lovely, nice and strong. We're going to take that top leg, stretching it out. When we're ready, we're going to take that breath in, and as we breathe out, we'll come forwards. Breathe in, we'll come back. Breathing out, we'll come forwards, and in, we'll come back. Lovely, pointing those toes on the way forwards and leading with that heel on the way back. Good. 2 more. And last one. Super, and resting down. Okay, again, we're going to lie that top half down, popping head onto the cushion. Super, keep that top hip drawn towards those feet. Lovely, we're going to lift that top knee up here. And again, breath in as we breathe out. And then as we breathe back in. Good, breathing and breathing in. Well done. Last 2. And last 1. Well done, lowering back down again, super. And then we're going to straighten both legs out, looking down just so you can still just see your feet there. Perfect. And again, breath in as we breathe out. We're going to lift that leg, rotate that foot up towards the ceiling, and then we're going to do those tiny little circles with the hip there. Nice and small, nice and tight. Good. And then back the other way for me. Lovely. 3 and 2 and 1. Super. Lowering down, and then just let that knee stretch forwards for a moment. Good. Okay, finishing off again on this side. We're going to just draw those hands out underneath. Breath in as you breathe out. Fingers stretching forwards and then opening through that upper body, hips facing forwards and slowly back. Good. And again, breath in as you breathe out. Good. And back. Last time, breath in. And as you breathe out, good. And coming over. Well done. Super. Okay. Last little exercise onto our hands and knees, and then we're going to finish off some of our lovely stretches. Okay, so coming on to those hands and knees for me. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees nicely underneath those hips. If the wrists are a problem, you can go up onto that grip, or you could do this one resting onto some blocks underneath the elbows if necessary. Okay, we're going to do a couple of those pelvic tilts, and we're going to stop into that neutral position. We're going to keep that imaginary flame burning under the chest there, so keep that nice feeling of height underneath you there, shoulder blades nicely engaged with the rib cage. Okay, lovely. We're going to tuck those toes underneath, and we're going to do some of our 3-second hovers here. We're going to take a breath in, and as you breathe out, we're going to just lift those knees ever so slightly off the mat. We're going to hold 3 and 2 and 1 and down. Now, if you normally try and hold for longer, then feel free, that's absolutely fine. If not, keep them short and sweet. Breath in as you breathe out. Let's lift those knees. Super. 3 and 2 and 1 and down. Good. Breath in again as we breathe out. Keep breathing as you hold. 3 and 2 and 1. Breath in, and as you breathe out, hover 3 and 2 and 1. We're going to do one more. Breath in for me. As you breathe out, those little hovers, 3 and 2 and 1 and down. Super. Let's just stretch off back into that shell position. Lovely. And drawing those hands up. Okay, super. So we're going to finish off with just some of our nice movements at the end here. Remember, at this point, we're just trying to get that nice mobility and feeling of gentle stretch through our tissues. We're not trying to engage our tummy muscles at this point. We're trying to switch the mind off and just let the body be. Okay, we're going to start with those feet and knees together. We're going to stretch those arms out to the side if you've got room. And then we're going to let the knees just drop one direction and let the head and the eyes turn to the other side. Again, focusing on that relaxation, breathing deeply in through the nose and out through the mouth. Lovely. We're going to draw back into the middle, and we're going to go over to the other side again for me. Lovely. Super. And back over to the middle. One more each side. Good. And back again. Super, okay. We're going to just rest those arms up above the head and just let those knees drop to the side, soles of the feet just gently touching in. And again, keep breathing. As you breathe out, just try to let those knees just lower down that little bit further, taking all the tension out of those muscles. Good, keep breathing. And then when you're ready, we'll draw those knees together, bringing the arms down. We're going to stretch those glutes, popping ankle onto the opposite knee, and then just lifting everything up towards you. Draw it in. Good. Lovely, and down, and then same on to the other side. Well done, and down. Take one foot up towards the ceiling again. If you have a band or a towel, you can pop that over the end of the foot there. But if not, just use your hands just gently behind the thigh. Draw those toes down towards you. Feel that stretch up through the hamstrings there. Good. And down, and then same onto the other side. Lovely. Super, and down. Okay, lovely. We're going to come slowly onto the side. We're just going to come up into a seated position for a moment. You can either sit with the legs crossed or one leg out in front, or if you need to sit on a cushion, that's absolutely fine. I'm going to pop one hand just resting underneath the side of the leg there, and then we're going to drop the ear down to the shoulder on that opposite side. We're going to let those eyes look down towards the armpit. You'll feel that stretch. Move slightly round towards the back of the neck. Good. And back to the middle. We're going to swap sides again. We're going to lower that ear down. Keep shoulders nice and level. And again, we're going to just look down towards the armpit on that side. Lovely. We're going to just pop the arms across the chest, and then we're going to just let ourselves just rotate round where feels comfortable, and then back into the middle. Good. And the other side. And back into the middle again. Super. Okay, we're going to come up into our high kneeling position for a moment. You can come up into standing using a roll up at this point if you wish, but just so I can see you on the screen. And then we're going to just finish with those nice deep breaths in. So as we breathe in, we're going to lift those arms all the way to the top there. And then as we let that breath go, we're going to lower them down. Good. And again, breathing in and out. And last one for me, breathing in and down. Well done, everybody. Super effort.